Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on CapnclydesMTG. We got a couple spoilers for this lazy Sunday, and somebody's been using Tabletop Simulator to play Magic, so let's take a look at that. So don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, help support the channel. Just watch the videos. That's all I really need. But if you want to do a little extra, links in the description. eBay TCG player to buy cards. Become a member to see all the videos early. For as little as $1. I've already got my Innistrad up there for members only, so you know. Yeah, all that good jazz. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off on this lazy Sunday with a couple of spoilers. We have Dredger's Insight, green and 1 enchantment. Whenever one or more artifacts and or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain 1 life. Okay. When this enchantment enters, you mill 4 cards. You may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the milled cards into your hand. Now, this can trigger off of this ability. So you mill 4, say you pick up a creature or a artifact, you'll gain 1 life. Now, you pick up a land, you won't. And maybe that's what this is really for, is maybe finding land early game. But if you like mill and need to get stuff into your graveyard and still maybe want to pick something up because you don't want it to just stay there or it needs to be in your hand, well, this may be right up your alley. So it is an uncommon. I don't think it's going to be too bad. We've seen many cards like this, so it's probably going to be on the average. But hey, you make a commander decks, the more things that do the same thing, the better, right? So next one we have is the Ranger's Refueler. Blue and 1 for a 3/3. Not bad, but it is a vehicle. Now, whenever you activate an exhaust ability, you draw a card. That, in itself, is just bonkers on this card. You could have an exhaust deck, and every time you exhaust something, which gives you something already, you just get to draw a card as a bonus. This seems so good. It only crews for 2, so yeah. Also, it has an exhaust ability, so for 4 colorless, the vehicle becomes an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So technically for 6 mana, you get a 4/4 and you draw a card. And it can be, and you can have it on turn 4. This seems really powerful to me. Now, that being said, you turn it to a creature, it's going to make it a lot easier for it to kill, and you won't be drawing cards off of it. Not legendary, play 4 of them. You get 2 of these in play, you know, turn 2, lay 1, turn 3, lay 1, turn 4, turn 1 into a creature with an exhaust ability, draw 2 cards. That seems fine. Your opponent then kills said creature. Care not. I've drawn 2 cards, took 1 card out of your hand, and I'm still going to be exhausting, quote unquote, the rest of my deck into my hand at some point, or just exhaust this creature to draw another card to make you kill it, which means another card out of your hand. Basically 2 for 1ing your opponent just with mana. Seems really good, really powerful. However, it is blue. Blue is not known for the beats. However, maybe there's a blue deck out there that this might fit into. We've seen lots of good merfolks and other things in blue that maybe blue is putting up little fisticuffs here in the future. We'll have to wait and see. So next we have the Haunted Hell Ride. And I gotta say, I love this art. Anyway, black, blue, and 1 for a 3/3. Whenever you attack, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains Death Touch to end a turn. Untap it. Man, does that seem good. Only crews for 1. It really, really feels like they want blue to have some beats in it. But with this having black in it too to help with the removal along with other things, I believe it'll be hard to get this deck to function, let's just be honest, because of the Dimir decks that are currently in the format. But having 2 styles of Dimir decks in Standard is not terrible. Actually, a little diversity would probably be nice for a change. But we'll wait and see how it goes. I do like this card a lot. Cruise for 1, so anything can get it going. I mean, it says when you attack, it's target creature, so you can make it a 4/3 itself with Death Touch and then untap it. But for me, just the ability to swing in, give something death touch, and really change the whole scope of, do I want to block this or do I not? Because let's be real, ever since they've changed how combat works and how creature damage and all that stuff functions, and combat tricks are not really combat tricks anymore. They are. They just eliminated half the combat tricks, basically. It's going to be interesting as we get more cards like this that give things death touch when they swing in. That way, when someone does their new blocking, which is basically banding, you just kill everything and just say hell with it. Yeah, my creature's dead, but guess what? All your shit's dead too. So we'll just call it good. Which is really making more of the combat tricks about keeping stuff alive, not killing stuff out of the way to make sure you kill everything, if that makes sense. But anyway, point being, seems good. Only got a couple uncommons, but hey, what can you do? It's a Sunday. I guess everybody's at church. Doubtful. But anyhow, so also in the news, I thought this was an interesting article. Tabletop Simulator helped me try new Magic the Gathering cards and decks for $19.99 on Steam. I ran across this. First off, I am not selling, pitching, shilling, or sponsored by anything here. I just thought this was interesting, and I thought you guys might want to hear about it. So, in lieu of spending, in the article, I took one clip but basically, as it says here, in lieu of spending more money on cards and decks I don't know I would click with, I made a $20 investment into Tabletop Simulator, a Steam game that can run a variety of games, including the Commander mode for MTG. Now, while my pod and I haven't sacrificed our monthly reunions to play cards in person, we've been playing Commander virtually with some frequency thanks to the Tabletop Simulator. When running the mode on the Steam game, we can add whichever Magic the Gathering deck we desire based on card lists with popular listings, websites like Archidekt, Scryfall, and Moxfield. So, I found this very interesting. Now, with that said, there are already several tabletop simulators and or games out there that can play Commander. However, I think most of them probably cost more than this. Some of them are free. I'm not really versed, and you guys can tell me in the comment section down below how well Commander is being played digitally, because I don't know if, we'll say most digital formats or digital games have multiplayer mode, basically, where more than two people can play, which is a problem that Arena, along with everything else in God's Green Earth that Magic has made, has a problem with, which is why they're making their own Commander game. You check that video out. Anyway, already covered it. But I thought this was interesting. So when I read this, I thought, I should tell the crew about this. The crew being you guys and girls, and ladies, and all that stuff. So I went to Steam to check out what he was talking about, and it appears to be this. This is your Tabletop Simulator on Steam. This is just a clip from the page. Here's the $19.99 version. I mean, I guess it'd be cheaper if you buy a 4-pack, so that like you get one version free, so that if you have a 4-player game, you guys can get it for like $15 instead of $20. I don't know, whatever. You do the math. But that's up to you guys. I did go through and check all these different screenshots. Nowhere in here, I want to be blunt, did it say anything about being able to play Magic the Gathering. However, as you can see with this picture, there's a mode for chess. There's a mode for multiplayer Texas Hold'em, Reversey, and this one is a mode where you can actually just build scenarios, settings, maps for your role-playing game, which is also cool. I mean, if you're playing Magic, I'm almost positive you've played one of these other games I just talked about, or you play D&D, and Pathfinder, some shape of D&D in general, some role-playing game, and you can apparently build settings and scenes in here so you can run around. Now, again, I am not shilling or sponsoring this in any way, shape, or form, unless someone gives me a call. Hint, wink, wink. Anyway, but it appears to have the ability to run 4-player games. So, I mean, It might be a little hard to set up or not. I'm not going to spend the money to try it because all my friends won't. And we're on completely different work schedules, like completely. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to go check it out, go for it. You guys tell me what you think. You can see there's a name list up here, lots of different people. But yeah, so there you have it. I figured I'd give you the lowdown on the off chance you wanted to, I don't know, give this a chance for $20. I mean, you can always wait for the Wizards to bring theirs out, which will probably cost $60. But anyway, so until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you crossing the game table. I want to play some D&D. I need a group.